Here you see my 20 to 25 quart pot. I believe I got this from Walmart. We're about to brew an Imperial Nut Brown Ale. This is from Brewers Best. I apologize for the clarity here. I'm learning to use this video camera. This kit feels like it contains about 8 to 10 pounds worth of ingredients. I like Brewers Best. Now we have a bittering hops, aroma hops, and flavoring hops. 3 different types of hops. Not all kits contain this. Here we have our grains: crushed chocolate and crushed caramel, and they're going into the pot. Sitting here between 150 and 165 degrees. We'll seat this. We don't want to go over 165 degrees because we'll release tannins into the wort. That would not be a good thing. It'll give some off flavors. So make sure you've got a good thermometer. You can see my thermometer right there. We have liquid extract here, 2 different tubs of it. It's a malt extract, as well as up here we have a dried malt extract. Then we have maltodextrin. We'll be adding all this to the pot at the same time. First though, we need to heat up the liquid extract. Heating it up maybe thins it out a little bit, makes it easier to pour into the pot. Now we've got all of the ingredients, minus the hops, we're not putting those in yet, into the pot, and we will get this to a rolling boil. We want to make sure that we continuously stir so that none of the malt sits at the bottom and ends up burning. So here you can see that it's starting to get to a boil. We're talking about maybe 210, 220 degrees. We've got our, I believe it's flavoring hops that we're putting in now, and here you see me cutting it. We'll put this into the pot. We will make sure that we stir everything, and again, make sure nothing settles to the bottom. Here's the aroma hops, which are next. Okay. Got a nice steam going here. Want to make sure that nothing boils over the side while we're doing this. So we have to keep an eye on this. Here you see an ice water bath. So we're pretty much at this point, after we've gone through the whole brewing process, we need to get the temperature down from about 200 degrees or so to 70 degrees as quick as possible. So my sink is full of ice and water, and there's our wort. It's starting off at about 200 degrees. Again, I'm making sure to use my thermometer, get it down to 70 degrees as quickly as possible. We don't want any of the nasties to settle in there, and so that's the whole idea behind this. You can see it's about 100 degrees after 25 minutes. Now, some people use wort chillers. That's a good idea. I like them as well, but for this video, I decided just to use some ice. Here's my bucket. It's a, well, over 6-gallon bucket, but we needed to put 5 gallons worth of wort and water. Now, I needed to add about 2.5 gallons of water to do this. Here's my yeast. Okay, and my yeast packet, I'll put that into the wort. And when I've done that, I stir everything around. What I'll end up doing at this point is I'll put a lid on top of the bucket, and I'll put an airlock on there, and we're good to go. Now here we are, maybe 12 hours later, and we're starting to bubble. So these are the first few steps in how I brew beer. Next, we will do a secondary fermentation, and then finally we will bottle. All told, it will take about 6 weeks.